After shaking vigorously the two volumetric flask, now you have to shift the solutions into this two separating funnels, and you have to keep it aside for 5 minutes undisturbedly. So after 5 minutes, so here the 5 minutes was completed. So now you will be seeing two layers. If you observe closely, you will be able to see the two layers. Upper one is clear and the bottom one is turbid one, right? The upper one is known as the organic layer here, and the bottom one is known as the aqueous layers here. In the same way, you will be observing in the set 2 also. In the set 2 also, you will be in the separating funnel, again it will be divided into two layers. The upper one will be calling it as the organic layer, and the bottom one will be known as the bottom one will be known as the aqueous layer. Now you have to wait for the complete separation of organic layer as well as the aqueous layer. Now you keep this caps of the funnel, separating funnel. Now left it aside for few more minutes for the complete separation of organic layers as well as aqueous layers. Now you will be seeing the two layers, right? That upper one is the organic layer and the bottom one is the aqueous layer. Now by separating these two layers, one point we have to keep in mind is you should not close this separating funnel. Now I will be taking the two beakers and separates these two layers. This one and this one. So now you will be having the two layers. Again you write it with the marker, that is aqueous layer as well as the organic layer. In the separating funnel, the bottom one is known as the aqueous layer and the top one will be known as the organic layer. Again the similar procedure you follow for the set 2 also. Again you take the two beakers and separate the aqueous layer as well as organic layer. So now I am separating the aqueous layer. So whatever the solution that left in the separating funnel will be the organic layer. Now what you have to do next is, whatever we got the two aqueous layers as well as the two organic layers, right? This aqueous layer should be titrated against 0.05 normality sodium hydroxide, and the organic layer should be titrated against 0.5 normal sodium hydroxide using phenolphthalein as indicator. Now I will be going for the aqueous layer. So from the solution you take 10 ml of the solution by using the measuring cylinder and take in the conical flask 10 ml and you add phenolphthalein as indicator. In this burette you fill the 0.05 normal sodium hydroxide. Why you are filling 0.05 normal sodium hydroxide? Because it is the aqueous layer, and you start titrating and you will be getting the end point. Note down the sodium hydroxide consumed. In the similar way you take the organic layer, and again from this organic layer you have to take 10 ml of the solution, and from this you have to titrate against 0.5 normal sodium hydroxide using phenolphthalein as indicator, and again you note down the sodium hydroxide consumed. Now from you have to pour for the set 1 3 aqueous layers 3 trials, organic layers 3 trials. For the set 2, aqueous layer 3 times as well as organic layer 3 times, and you have to take the average of sodium hydroxide consumed.